Okay, howdy doody everybody, welcome back. We are here playing some Mass Effect. We think we're getting near the end, probably another session or two, is what I'm guessing. Because we have this next step, which is going to the homeworld of the Protheans and then the Citadel. So I think we can maybe do one on each. Okay, I can't report to them here. Looks like I got a report in person.
I forwarded the mission update to the Citadel, Commander. We got confirmation on those reinforcements. Ambassador Udina wants us to report back to the Citadel. The Council's massing a joint species fleet to deal with Saren and his geth.
I knew they'd come around. Back to the Citadel, Joker. I want the Normandy at the head of that fleet.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. They're doing it for me. But yeah, probably do this session up until the Prothean homeworld, and or finish the Prothean homeworld, and then we'll have next session.
Good job, Shepard. Thanks to you, the Council's finally taking real action against Saren.
The Ambassador is correct. If Saren is foolish enough to attack the Citadel, as you believe, we will be ready for him.
Patrols are stationed at every mass relay linking Citadel space to the Terminus systems.
You think a blockade's going to stop him? He's on Ilos looking for the conduit right now. What are you doing about that?
Ilos is only accessible to the Mu relay, deep inside the Terminus systems, Commander. If we send a fleet in there, the only possible outcome is full-scale war.
Now is the time for discretion, Commander. Saren's greatest weapon was secrecy. Exposed, he is no longer a threat. This is over.
Secrecy isn't his greatest weapon. The conduit is.
Saren is a master manipulator. The conduit is just a distraction from his real plan to attack the Citadel.
Sovereign's the real threat. Saren's just a servant of the Reapers.
Only you have seen the Reapers, and then only in visions. We won't invade the Terminus systems because of a dream.
One ship going into the Terminus systems won't start a war. I can be discreet.
You detonated a nuclear device on Vermeer. I wouldn't call that discreet.
Your style served you well in the Traverse, Commander. We recognize that. But Ilos requires a deft touch. We have the situation under control.
If Saren finds the conduit, we're all screwed. We have to go to Ilos.
Ambassador Udina, I get the sense Commander Shepard isn't willing to let this go.
There are serious political implications here, Shepard. Humanity's made great gains thanks to you, but now you're becoming more trouble than you're worth.
You bastard! You're selling us out!
It's just politics, Commander. You've done your job, now let me do mine. We've locked out all the Normandy's primary systems until further notice you're grounded.
Are you insane? After everything I've done, you still don't believe me?
I think it's time for you and your team to leave, Commander. This no longer concerns you. The Council can handle this, with my help, of course.
Commander. Shepard, I cannot believe they did this to you. I am so sorry.
It's not your fault.
It's not right. You did everything they asked and more. Nobody else could have done what you did. The Council owes you everything, everything. Instead, they strip you of your command and ground the Normandy.
I don't care if they ground me, but they refuse to go after Saren. If they don't stop him from finding the conduit, we're all dead.
Perhaps we could appeal, and get them to reverse their decision.
I pushed them as hard as I could. They wouldn't budge.
So you're going to walk away? You will just give up and doom the entire galaxy to extinction?
We're out of the game for now, but I'll find a way back in.
I believe in you, Shepard. I am with you every step of the way.
Sorry to interrupt, Commander. Got a message from Captain Anderson.
Are you spying on us, Joker?
No, sir. Just knew you were on the ship and figured I'd pass the message on. The captain said to meet him at Flux, that club down in the wards.
You should probably go meet with him.
Do 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 do. Boo doo boo beep beep. Let's bring our tech guys.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore.
But
Exo Presley has the deck.
Do the Citadel fight next session, so we'll probably be done in 2, if not 3 sessions.
After years of poor economic performance, ExoGeni has announced that its research colony on Pharos is finally returning a profit. New discoveries and a dedicated colonization effort have finally paid off for ExoGeni. ExoGeni stock rose sharply with the announcement, with investors pleased at this surprising news.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. See what you're doing. But yeah, we can leave it up to government and politicians to not actually solve any problems. Who are you?
Soldier, I've got a major situation, and I need help from somebody with humanity's interests at heart.
What kind of situation are we talking about?
Of course, right to business. That's why humanity has the best damn fleet in the galaxy. My name is Elias Keeler. I'm an alliance negotiator. We've got a big session coming up with the Solarians. You wouldn't believe what's riding on this. I'm fighting for humanity on this one, just like you are.
I understand. It's important. So what do you need?
Well, in order to do my best for humanity, I need the best resources on the market. There's a mental stimulant that increases alertness and cognitive function. It's legal, but restricted. I've purchased the monthly limit, and I need more from the medbay.
What is this stimulant exactly?
Oh, I don't know the medical terms, but it increases mental capacity, short-term recall, that sort of thing. It helps me stay focused, and it keeps me sharp. Nothing gets by me when I'm on it.
If you know the monthly limits, why did you go over them?
The negotiations were supposed to be last week, but the Solarians stalled it, probably deliberately. If I don't get the stimulant, I'll be a wreck. My assistant will take over, and that would be a disaster.
You should put some trust in your assistant. Didn't you train him?
My assistant wants to bend over backwards for the Citadel races. He wants to show them we're reasonable. No race will respect us until we show them who's in charge. That's what it took with the Turians. Yeah, forget my assistant.
Why is this deal so important?
The Solarians want to set up long-term trade agreements. There are billions of credits at stake. If I don't get the drug, my assistant will take over and mess up the whole deal. It would be a disaster.
You should put some trust in your assistant.
No race will respect us until we show them who's in charge. That's what it took with the Turians. Yeah, forget my assistant.
Keeler, you've got a problem. You need to get treatment.
It might look that way from the outside, but this is just a one-time slip-up. All the top negotiators are on stimulants close to the legal limit. It's the way the game is played.
I don't see all the top negotiators soliciting help to go over the legal limit, Keeler.
Maybe you're right. I've been trying to keep humanity strong, and maybe I've pushed myself too hard. I'll tell you what, this will be the last time I use the stimulant. After this deal is finished, I'll get treatment.
No trade negotiation is worth ruining your life for. Let it go and get help.
You don't understand! Humanity needs me, and I need that stimulant. Without it, I don't know anymore. I get so tired when I run out of the stimulant. I just need one more boost.
There's no shame in having a problem, but you have to get treatment.
You're right. I'll go tell my assistant. I shouldn't be working like this. I'll get help. I'm just sorry it came to this.
Cool.
Still can't believe that could happen out in the open like that.
Rita Farnsworth from Doom Patrol. Look at her shake that booty.
Hey, Jenna came back looking for work. Thanks for getting her out of Cora's den.
I was glad to help
Oh,
out.
I forgot to...
Yeah, everyone seems real happy to have her back.
They should be.
Aren't you?
I'm glad she's out of the den. I'd just forgotten what it was like to have her around. I haven't had a decent tip since she got back.
I'm glad you came, Shepard. I heard what happened.
They pulled me off the mission. Just like when they forced you to give up the Normandy.
I know, I'm sorry. I wanted to warn you, but there was no way to get a message to you before you docked. I know you're pissed off right now, but you can't give up. They all think this is over, but we both know it's not. You have to go to Ilos. You have to stop Saren from using the conduit.
There's only one ship that can get me into the Terminus systems undetected, and she's grounded.
Citadel controls locked out all the Normandy's systems, but if we override the Ambassador's orders, we can get them to bring the Normandy back online. You can be in the Terminus systems before anyone even knows you're gone.
If we steal the Normandy, you're the one left holding the bag.
And if Saren finds the conduit, life as we know it is over. The Reapers will destroy us. Humans, Asari, everybody. You're the only one who can stop him, Shepard. So I'll do whatever it takes to get you on the Normandy and off this station.
Stealing the Normandy is mutiny. What if the crew won't help me?
The Normandy's your ship now, Commander. Her crew will follow you to the ends of the galaxy. We both know that.
I won't forget this, Captain. I promise.
I can unlock the Normandy from one of the consoles in the Citadel Control Center. You'll have a few minutes before anyone realizes what happened.
That's a restricted area patrolled by armed guards. How are you going to get in?
Leave that to me. Just make sure you're in the Normandy when the systems come back online.
You're gonna get yourself killed. There has to be another way.
Ambassador Udina issued the lockdown order. If I can hack into the computer in his office, maybe I can override it.
He's not gonna let you waltz into his office and use his computer.
Hopefully he won't be there. If he is, I'll just have to think of something.
Udina won't let this slide, Captain. You'll be charged with treason, a capital offense.
We don't have a lot of options. I break into the Ambassador's computer, or I take my chances with the patrols in Citadel Control.
You'll have a better chance if you go after the Ambassador's computer.
I was hoping you'd say that. The Ambassador has made this personal. You ready to get the hell off this station, Commander?
Yep, let's do it.
I'll take care of the lockdown. You get down to the Normandy and tell Joker to stand by.
We gotta hurry. We gotta run. So yeah, we'll be wrapping up this shortly, and then move on to Mass Effect Dose. Yep. It'll be a good time. It'll be a good run. I like Mass Effect 2. I like Mass Effect 2 a lot. More than
Alliance officials report that
one.
a Geth incursion
It's a
into
good
the
sequel.
Armstrong cluster has been repulsed, with the Geth suffering heavy casualties. In the event of future Geth activity, the Alliance plans to maintain a strong security presence in the area.
And I definitely like it a lot better than Mass Effect 3.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
In progress.
Anderson, what are you doing here? I didn't send...
Get us out of here, Joker. Now!
Nope, wrong button. Let's head back. Hey guys, we forgot what we were doing. Pangea Expanse. there's not going to be anything here. I just want to take a look at the planet surface. Some of them look real cool. Okay, on with the story. Oh, it's special romantic time.
Shepard, may I speak with you?
I was just thinking about you.
I have been thinking about you too, and what we are about to face. I do not know what is going to happen on Ilos. I hope we will stop Saren, of course, but part of me fears we are already too late. There is something I must tell you, in case we fail.
We're not going to fail. I promise.
Please, I am not looking for comfort. Saren might already have the conduit. It is time to be completely honest with each other. These could be our last moments together. Our last chance to show each other how we feel. I want this to be special.
We don't have to do this. Not unless you're sure.
I have never been more sure of anything in my life. Will you join with me, Shepard? Let our bodies and minds unite.
Just tell me what to do.
It's a PG-13 rating, everybody. Oh, I don't remember seeing La Bum Bum.
By the goddess. That was incredible, Shepard.
You were incredible.
5 minutes ETA to the Mu relay.
I had better go. Duty calls. You would not want to keep Joker waiting. Shepard, whatever happens on Ilos, I just wanted to say thank you for everything.
All right. Now remember Ilos being long, because we have to go through a bunch of stuff, so it's probably what this session will be.
Commander? We've got company.
Have their sensors picked us up yet?
Well, stealth systems are engaged. Unless we get close enough for a visual, they won't have any idea we're here.
Picking up some strange readings from the planet's surface.
Take us down, Joker. Lock in on the coordinates.
Negative on that, Commander. The nearest landing zone's 2 clicks away.
We'll never make it in time on foot. Get us something closer.
There is nowhere closer. I've looked.
Drop us in the Mako.
You need at least 100 meters of open terrain to pull off a drop like that. The most I can find near Saren is 20.
20 meters? We'll never get in close enough for a drop.
We have to try.
Find another landing zone.
There is no other landing zone.
The descent angle's too steep.
It's our only option.
It's not an option. It's a suicide run. We don't...
I can do it.
Joker?
I can do it.
Gear up and head down to the Mako. Joker, drop us right on top of that bastard.
Okie dokie. Who do we want for the last run? I guess we could do Caden, because we won't be playing with him in 2. And we'll be playing with all these guys in part 2, so... we want... I can't remember what his tech level was, if I got it up high enough. Bah. Guess we could do Garrus. That's the problem with Tali and Garrus are like the obvious answers, right? Gonna do a lot of fighting. Alright. I'll double check Caden to make sure he's good. Otherwise, we'll swap. I'm out for something. With the right electronic skills.
You two, keep moving. Inside, now.
We have to get inside this bunker before Saren finds the conduit. There's no way we're getting past that door with brute force.
Saren found some way to open it. There must be some kind of security override somewhere in this complex.
We'll have to find some way to get it up and running again.
Okie dokie. Go to Ilos. We already did that. Override security. We're doing that now. And we got some people level up. Alright. Oh, okay. Looks like we got them pretty close to where we need to be. Oh, okay. Cool. No! Whoa. That was trippy. Thing broke there for a second. It looked like I couldn't, move. Are they just gonna come to me and I can kill a few guys for free, I guess? Nice. Okay. I don't want that to happen again. Alright. We got to explore some stuff. Make sure grab everything. Oh no. Well, it's not, they came out of nowhere. And just one shot me. That's super great. Love that. Whoa, these guys are moving quick. What the? I am just like hitting all the spots that get me stuck. Come on. There we go. Huh, it's not hitting him for some reason. Oh. Guess I can't lift heavy. Oh, those things one-shot you? I thought I died because I got hit by two. All right. Good to know, I guess. Let's avoid walking on the plants because the plants are causing me to glitch out, and that's not good. Oh, I can almost one-shot these guys. Did you see that? I see him. No, this side, you idiot. Yeah. Alright. Double up on this, make sure it doesn't kill me. That's better. I don't think I'll collect that many, but who knows? Maybe I'll have an opportunity to sell some stuff. And okay, this area is clear. Now both areas are going to lead to a dead end. The question is, do I have to go to both areas in order to unlock everything? Well, I think I'll go this way first because I think this way is shorter. It's been a minute since I've played, so I don't fully remember how long this section's going to take. Oh, they got him. Sweet. Crawly friends. The NPCs are actually doing a really good job killing these guys. Usually it's me having to do all the work, but this is great. Okay, what do we got? Cool, I overrid something. I think overriding is better than underriding, because underriding is, I've assumed you're the one being rode, right? Over on top, you're the one riding, and then underneath, you're the one being rode. That's science. That's logic there for you. Okay, before we go back up. You stuck there, Caden? And after I just complimented the AI on being good. They did a good job. Oh, okay. Let's see, there's Ilos, we run around in these sections after we fight a bunch of stuff. Okay, yeah, that's it. Then there's the long hallway where we talk to it. We talk to a Prothean AI, and then we get to the conduit. So, how are we doing on time? Yeah, it might be about what I'm expecting. We'll see. We'll see. And be careful with the grass. The grass likes to glitch you out. So that's the door we need to get into. Still locked. So I guess over here is the location that we need to travel down to unlock it, I'd assume. There we go. Can I climb up this? Oh yes, we can. Okay. Oh, I got something for doing something. Killing stuff. Oh, rocket launcher. Well, that's some better armor. Yeah, I know. Shut up. I'm not putting on the pulse rifle. I don't want to. I don't want to. I like the damage we got. Alright. Nothing for me. Oh, that's light armor Turian. That's looking pretty good for him. I don't have a Turian with me. Cool. Oh, that's much better for him. Right, is it? Okay, yeah, I think we got that. Oh, it reset these. Right. Okay, because I died. Let's see, we're clear over here. Nothing fun, fancy to snag. I think this is just the other way that we didn't come. Yeah, okay. It's good to double check. You gotta make sure. Hang on, let me adjust my microphone slightly. I think this one over here just leads up there to grab some stuff, so I think we'll do that. And then the other one moves forward. There's item there. No item over here. Pretty sure I'm good with all of the stuff I have. I don't think I'm going to be switching out weapons too much. I think I already got the best stuff, so
device still has power. It must be running off its own generator.
I bet this is the command center for the entire complex. Saren's troops must have sealed the doors from here after he went inside. We'll have to figure out how to disengage the security lockdown if we ever want to get inside that bunker.
Yep, I'm gonna do a lot of fighty. I usually pull out the weapon so I can see the running stamina gauge there on the bottom. Oh. Come on. Come on. There we go. Get my shield back up so I don't die. Keep using crap on us to make it so we can't do anything. Okay. Let's check behind us first. Okay, it's ours? I guess that's something I could have done during the fight and they would have helped us out. Yeah, that's what that looks like. Okay. We'll still do this because it gives us a little bit of experience. Just too risky trying to make that run out there by myself. That's how you die. Okay, there's just a safe balcony to fight from. Serves no real architectural purpose in this room, so... You know, there's that. Got a crate. I don't think I'm gonna get a chance to sell anything, so it's we're near the end of the game. I don't think I have any real big.
Come on, Saren's already got a
It's
head
not a
start.
biggie.
We have to go find him before he reaches the conduit.
Unless he's already found it, then we're just walking into a trap.
That's a chance we'll have to take.
Hold on. Something's happening.
Too late. Unable to... Invading fleets. No escape.
Sounds like some kind of message, but I don't recognize the language.
It's probably in Prothean. This recording must be 50,000 years old. No wonder we can't understand it.
The message is all broken up, but I recognize some of the words. It's a warning against the Reaper invasion.
Incredible. The cipher must have transferred an understanding of the Prothean language into your mind.
Not safe. Seek refuge inside the archives.
What's it saying? Can you make out anything useful?
Vault Reapers. The Citadel. Overwhelmed. Only hope.
Act of desperation. The conduit. All is lost.
It said something about the conduit, but it's too degraded to help. We should go.
Cannot be stopped. Cannot be stopped.
Another worthless balcony. Cool. Love that. It's great. Good stuff. We should be coming out at that spot that was locked down in the first area. This is that elevator, if I remember correctly. Yeah, look at that. I remember. All right.
I thought Saren would have set some kind of trap or ambush for us. They must have been in too much of a hurry.
Or we just haven't run into it yet.
I'm actually making good time. I might actually finish the game tonight. Interesting. What?
What are all those things on the wall? Some kind of containers?
They look like stasis pods.
Oh, why didn't it finish talking? Ooh. I don't think it... Yeah, I know. We're maxed out. Okay. Oh, I just need to get rid of one thing. And we talk to our friend over here. Yeah.
What's happening?
It's a trap! Saren must have set an ambush.
I don't think Saren's behind this.
Yeah, actually, we might finish this tonight. Cool. Finale
Whatever's down
episode,
here is
baby.
Prothean, right? So it has to be on our side, against the Reapers.
Don't get your hopes up. The only thing we can depend on right now is ourselves.
Oop.
You are not Prothean, but you are not machine either. This eventuality was one of many that was anticipated. This is why we sent our warning through the beacons.
Looks like some kind of VI program. Pretty badly damaged.
I do not sense the taint of indoctrination upon any of you. Unlike the other that passed recently, perhaps there is still hope.
Wait a minute, how come I can understand you? Why aren't you speaking the Prothean language?
I have been monitoring your communications since you arrived at this facility. I have translated my output into a format you will comprehend. My name is Vigil. You are safe here for the moment, but that is likely to change. Soon, nowhere will be safe.
Are you some kind of artificial intelligence program?
I am an advanced non-organic analysis system, with personality imprints from Kesad Aishan, Chief Overseer of the Ilos Research Facility.
Why did you bring me here?
You must break a cycle that has continued for millions of years. But to stop it, you must understand, or you will make the same mistakes we did. The Citadel is the heart of your civilization and the seat of government, as it was with us, and as it has been with every civilization that came before us. But the Citadel is a trap. The station is actually an enormous mass relay, one that links to dark space, the empty void beyond the galaxy's horizon. When the Citadel relay is activated, the Reapers will pour through, and all you know will be destroyed.
How come nobody ever noticed the Citadel was an inactive mass relay?
The Reapers are careful to keep the greatest secrets of the Citadel hidden. That is why they created a species of seemingly benign organic caretakers. The Keepers maintain the station's most basic functions. They enable any species that discovers the Citadel to use it without fully understanding the technology. Reliance on the Keepers ensures no other species will ever discover the Citadel's true nature. Not until the relay is activated and the Reapers invade.
How do the Reapers survive out in dark space?
We have only theories. The researchers here came to believe the Reapers enter prolonged states of inactivity to conserve energy. This allows them to survive the thousands and thousands of years it takes for organic civilization to rebuild itself. But in this state, they are vulnerable. By retreating beyond the edges of the galaxy, they ensure no one will accidentally discover them. They keep their existence hidden until the Citadel relay is activated.
The Reapers can wipe out the Council and the entire Citadel fleet in a single surprise attack.
That was our fate. Our leaders were dead before we even realized we were under attack. The Reapers seized control of the Citadel, and through it, the mass relays. Communication and transportation across our empire were crippled. Each star system was isolated, cut off from the others. Easy prey for the Reaper fleets. Over the next decades, the Reapers systematically obliterated our people. World by world, system by system, they methodically wiped us out.
The war was lost. If you had surrendered, they might have let you live.
No offer of surrender was ever given. Our enemy had a single goal: the extinction of all advanced organic life. Through the Citadel, the Reapers had access to all our records, maps, census data. Information is power, and they knew everything about us. Their fleets advanced across every settled region of the galaxy. Some worlds were utterly destroyed. Others were conquered, their populations enslaved. These indoctrinated servants became sleeper agents under Reaper control. Taken in as refugees by other Protheans, they betrayed them to the machines. Within a few centuries, the Reapers had killed or enslaved every Prothean in the galaxy. They were relentless, brutal, and absolutely thorough.
I don't understand. Where did the Reapers go after they conquered your people?
Our worlds were stripped bare, harvested by the indoctrinated slaves. Everything of value, all resources, all technology was taken. Certain that all advanced organic life had been extinguished, the Reapers retreated back through the Citadel relay into dark space, sealing it behind them. All evidence of the Reaper invasion had been wiped away. Only their indoctrinated slaves were left behind, abandoned. Mindless husks, no longer capable of independent thought, the indoctrinated soon starved or died of exposure. The genocide of the Protheans was complete.
What do the Reapers get out of this? Why do they keep repeating this pattern of genocide over and over?
The Reapers are alien, unknowable. Perhaps they need slaves or resources. More likely they are driven by motives and goals organic beings cannot hope to comprehend. In the end, what does it matter? Your survival depends on stopping them, not in understanding them.
You said you brought me here for a reason. Tell me what I need to do.
The conduit is the key. Before the Reapers attacked, we Protheans were on the cusp of unlocking the mysteries behind mass relay technology. Ilos was a top-secret facility. Here, researchers worked to create a small-scale version of a mass relay, one that linked directly to the Citadel, the hub of the relay network.
The conduit's not a weapon. It's a back door onto the Citadel.
How did you manage to stay hidden?
All official records of our project were destroyed in the initial attack on the Citadel. While the Prothean Empire came crashing down, Ilos was spared. We severed all communication with the outside, and our facility went dark. The personnel retreated underground into these archives. To conserve resources, everyone was put into cryogenic stasis. I was programmed to monitor the facility and wake the staff when the danger had passed. But the genocide of an entire species is a long, slow process. Years passed, decades, centuries. The Reapers persisted, and my energy reserves were dwindling.
You should have fought.
We were a few hundred against a galactic invasion fleet. Our only hope was to remain undetected. I began to disable the life support of non-essential personnel. First support staff, then security. One by one, their pods were shut down to conserve energy. Eventually, only the stasis pods of the top scientists remained active. Even these were in danger of failing when the Reapers finally retreated back through the Citadel relay.
There were hundreds of stasis pods out there. You just shut them down? You killed them?
You were programmed to protect them, not kill them.
This outcome was not completely unforeseen. My actions were a result of contingency programming entered on my creation.
I bet they didn't tell the non-essential staff about this contingency.
I saved key personnel. When the Reapers retreated, the top researchers were still alive. My actions are the only reason any hope remains. When the researchers woke, they realized the Prothean species was doomed. There were only a dozen individuals left, far too few to sustain a viable population. Yet they vowed to find some way to stop the Reapers from returning, a way to break the cycle forever, and they knew the Keepers were the key.
Aren't they under the influence of the Reapers?
The Keepers are controlled by the Citadel. Before each invasion, a signal is sent through the station compelling the Keepers to activate the Citadel relay. After decades of feverish study, the scientists discovered a way to alter this signal. Using the conduit, they gained access to the Citadel and made the modifications. This time, when Sovereign sent the signal to the Citadel, the Keepers ignored it. The Reapers are trapped in dark space.
Saren must have some plan to undo everything you did.
The one you call Saren will use the conduit to bypass the Citadel's defenses. Once inside, he will transfer control of the station to Sovereign. Sovereign will override the Citadel systems and manually open the relay, and the cycle of extinction will begin again.
Is there any way we can stop them?
There's a data file in my console. Take a copy when you go. When you reach the Citadel's master control unit, upload it to the station. It will corrupt the Citadel's security protocols and give you temporary control of the station. It might give you a chance against Sovereign.
Wait, where's the Citadel's master control unit? I've never heard of anything like that.
Through the conduit. Follow Saren. He will lead you to your destination.
If the Reapers are trapped in dark space, how did Sovereign get here?
It is logical to assume the Reapers would leave one of their own behind after each extinction. A sentinel to pave the way for their inevitable return. Like those in dark space, Sovereign probably spent most of the last 50,000 years in a state of hibernation. Periodically, it would wake to analyze the situation. Keeping its existence hidden, it would evaluate the state of galactic civilization. And when the time was right, it would signal the Citadel and usher in the next Reaper invasion. But this time the signal failed. The Keepers did not respond. Sovereign's allies were trapped in the void. Alone, it was forced to try and discover what had gone wrong.
Sovereign's the largest ship in the galaxy. Why all this secrecy? Why not just attack the Citadel?
Sovereign is not invincible. Revealing its true nature would have united the forces of every organic species against it. Even a Reaper couldn't survive such odds. But the Reapers are patient. They will not rush into the unknown. Sovereign could have been planning this for centuries, moving deliberately, gathering allies. Slowly, it has assembled the pieces of the puzzle, working through agents to keep itself hidden. Saren is the most visible pawn of the Reapers, but I doubt he was the first. Now Sovereign has grown bold. Whether from confidence or desperation, I cannot say. But it is determined to reopen the portal to dark space.
What about the beacon on Eden Prime? And the one on Vermeer? What were they for?
At our apex, the beacons spanned the breadth of our empire. We used them as a single galaxy-wide network to transmit data and communications rapidly from world to world. Virtually all the beacons were destroyed during the invasion, but once the Reapers were gone, the survivors here on Ilos decided to risk sending out a message. We knew it was unlikely there were other survivors, but if there were, we wanted them to know about Ilos. We wanted to give them hope, so a message was sent across the network.
You could have exposed yourself to the Reapers.
In truth, we didn't expect any of the beacons would still function, but we had to try. If there were survivors, we had to reach them. The message was meant for our own people. It was coded so only organic beings could interpret it. We still didn't understand the power of Reaper indoctrination. We never realized it could lead an agent of the machines, like Saren, to this world. But it has also led you here. So perhaps we did not fail after all.
So when the Reapers created the Citadel, they created the Keepers as well?
A more likely scenario is that the Keepers were one of the early harvested civilizations. Perhaps the very first. Perhaps they responded well to indoctrination, or the Reapers simply bred them to be obedient. In any case, they were left behind to operate and maintain the Citadel. But the Keepers are no longer directly controlled by Sovereign or its ilk. They evolved so that they only respond to the signals emitted by the Citadel itself. When the Protheans altered the Citadel's signals, they broke Sovereign's hold over the Keepers. Now, they are completely harmless.
Sovereign must have realized that organic races were difficult to control.
A likely hypothesis. The Keepers evolved in an unanticipated direction. Non-organic servants like the Geth would be more predictable.
What happened to the survivors from the Conduit Project?
They used the Conduit to gain access to the Citadel, but the Conduit is only a prototype. The portal only links in one direction, so they were trapped on the station. I do not know what became of them then. It is unlikely they found any food or water on the station. I fear they suffered a slow, grim death. I only know they succeeded in their mission to seal the relay. Your presence here proves their sacrifice was not in vain.
Saren's got enough of a head start. Grab that data file and let's go.
The one you call Saren has not reached the Conduit. Not yet. There is still hope if you hurry.
Cool. That's a decent amount of EXP. How close are we looking? Still 7,000? Or 70,000? Or whatever it is. I might hit one last level before we're done. We shall see. But, yeah, no, it's
So many dead for a plan that accomplished nothing. gets through the conduit, the Reapers arrive, and the Protheans fail.
Keep it moving. I've got no intention of ending up like them.
Those ones were quiet. I don't know why. I've been playing through Elden Ring lately. Currently doing a semi-sorcery and weapon build. Because I still have one more ending to go through. I have the, I'm doing the Seedbed Curse ending right now. And I just completed all the mainstay game stuff, and I'm in the DLC at the moment. This will be my third time going through the DLC, I think. Yeah. And my fourth time going through the main game, so it's a fun game. It's got good replayability for sure. Take out the big boy first. Where's the other guy? There we go. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. And I've also been working through Expedition 33 DLC bosses. I beat the second one. I beat the Lampmaster and the Dueliste. So now we're moving on to Clea, and then eventually Simone. And that's been fun. Playing more Thursday. Come on. There we go. I can't remember how the original fight went. And I've been figuring it out mostly on my own. I haven't like looked up hints or secrets all that much.
There! The conduit! It's incredible!
We don't have time to admire the view. We have to get through that relay, and these Geth aren't going to make it easy on us.
I mean, I can't see it. Cool cutscene.
Activate the defenses. Seal the station. The arms aren't moving. Systems not responding. Abandon the Citadel. Evacuate the Council. Citadel Control. Citadel Control, do you copy?
There we go. You know, I've never not made this. I wonder what happens if we don't. But we're not gonna. We're gonna go through here. Yay, more achievements for just playing the game, not going out of my way.
Failures detected across all monitored systems. Please begin emergency evacuation.
ships back over. What's up, Avina?
The Presidium is experiencing severe system malfunctions across the entire level. All non-emergency personnel must evacuate immediately.
Give me a rundown of the damage.
We have lost all primary power to the level. Environmental controls are not responding. Class 3 fires are burning in sectors 2, 3, 6, and 7.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Are high.
Yeah, they didn't give me any XP.
Numerous unauthorized synthetic life forms throughout
What a
the
jip.
station. They are believed to be hostile. Please approach with caution.
What happened to the council?
In accordance with standard emergency procedures, the council has been evacuated to the Destiny Ascension.
What about Captain Anderson and Ambassador Udina? What happened to them?
I have no information on the status of specific individuals. Once the current crisis has been resolved, a complete accounting of casualties and survivors will begin.
Where's Saren?
Former Spectre agent Saren Arturius is nearing the vicinity of the council chamber. A warrant has been issued for his arrest, though Citadel security is unable to respond at this time.
Come on. We need to stop Saren before it's too late.
Please begin emergency evacuation.
Summon the elevator. That'd be a fun power. You just wherever you are, you can summon an elevator out of nowhere to just take you wherever you want to go. The elevator is worthy.
The Citadel's closing. They're sealing the station.
Don't let the enemy ships inside the arms.
Saren's locked the elevator. Suit up! We're going outside!
Yep, that's cool. It's a cool game. I like this game. Alright, where's their... There it is. Walking on the walls. Alright, there we go. I was about to say, they're about to pop in here. I've got a really strong pew pew. Come on. Oh, rocket launcher. You do not want to be next to those guys. Ah! Okay, there was one part I remember being kind of rough to play through. It's not here yet. No, it's it's like when we're up on top on the upper layer, and there's a crap ton of dudes. Whoa! Those guys are just a little aggressive. Just a tad too in your face. Okay. Oop. Okay, it might have been this spot that I was thinking of. Or a spot like this spot. Yeah, this one's too short. It might be the next one that I'm thinking of. Just follow the bad guys. That's the way that you know you're going the right way. Oh. It's funny. I can damage the drop ship. Use a big gun for that. Aha. Secondary? Yeah.
Bring it on.
Oh, fourth one, okay. Or third. Yeah, more than one. We're playing on the next level of difficulty up. It's not normal. I think it's veteran and then expert or something like that. I'm playing on veteran. So we're not playing on the most difficult difficulty, but it is a little bit harder than normal. And you can tell because of how many people of these like Progans and those guys have been charging right at you. is Unity again? Oh, okay. Ah. Yeah, I'm guessing it's going to be a lot more of like a bullet sponge type of situation, like they do with most games. Oop. Checking my reflexes. You see that? Serpentine, serpentine. Yeah, I'll probably do an insanity run at some point. Let's see, turret. It's all bad guy turrets. This might have been the spot that I was thinking of. Oh, there's friends in the hole. I might do a more difficult run through on Mass Effect 2 because I'm going to play all three. I might do that one because I'm more familiar with that game. I like that game a lot more. I'm more comfortable with it, and I like the expansion of the subclasses in the Mass Effect powers, bionic powers that they implemented. It's a lot smoother. It's a lot more user-friendly. Just got the one there. Oh, okay. No hopping over barriers. I wasn't moving fast enough. Exactly what I knew was going to happen at some point. That's what yeah. Same thing with me. First time going through that, it's just like rockets out of nowhere. It's clear. There's no bad guys, and then Cowie. We got the NPCs actually pulling their weight. This is great. I wonder if the ally NPCs also get smarter, like the bad guy NPCs on higher difficulty as well, because they're actually been doing some decent work. Be just a little bit more aware of our surroundings on this one. Whoa! A little closer than I thought it was. That's not a good spot because it looks like we get hit by the other turret from there as well. Probably try going further to the left. Yeah, even with my barrier active, they like one-shot me. It's not fair. Actually, I think I'm going to play just a little more defensive. I'm cautious on this next go through here. Which means switch up our weapons. Oh, or not. Very true. Old and bold. Not a good combo. I can even damage it from this distance. I should be able to. I think I got the shields. Okay, yeah, there we go. That's what I was hoping for. Yeah, I'm cheesing it a little bit by hitting these guys from a distance. I understand. But that's what the sniper rifles are for, man. They give you access to using that in the game, then it's okay. That just made that a lot easier. I do like a challenge most of the time, but I am kind of hoping to finish the game here in this stream, so I don't want to have to keep loading this zone over and over again. Right? Or the modifier that increases damage by like 200%. Ups the heat capacity, but like that's why you one-shot a lot of things with these. I gave him the big pew-pews on that one. Access hatch. Yeah, I do think the powers did get better though. So that probably offset the means of the weapon ammunition modifiers. Where'd you go? And I've never been a sniper person either. I've always liked your basic assault rifle. I played a lot of Destiny, and none of the snipers were any good. Because I don't like the kickback too much. It takes way too much patience. At least for me. Other people are fantastic with it, but pistols and assault rifles were always my jam. Okay, I don't think there's any items for us to snag. This is pretty much the end here. Oh, yep.
was afraid you wouldn't make it in time, Shepard.
Fast as in they have quick shoot and reload time, or like fast as in when you are being a sniper going around and just no scope and killing people real fast type of fast snipers.
In time for what?
The final confrontation. I think we both expected it would end like this. You've lost. You know that, don't you? In a few minutes, Sovereign will have full control of all the Citadel systems. The relay will open. The Reapers will return.
I've still got a few tricks up my sleeve.
You survived our encounter on Vermeer, but I've changed since then. Improved. Sovereign has upgraded me.
Okay, yeah, the auto loading is good. The burst fire, I think the closest would be like the pulse rifles, where they would do like bursts of like 3 shots and it rotate. I never liked those. They felt weird. I'm sure a couple of the guns and stability of those things were fine. I tried a couple and they were okay, but it just never felt adequate enough for my fighting style, I guess is what you'd call it.
You let Sovereign implant you? Are you insane?
I suppose I should thank you, Shepard. After Vermeer, I couldn't stop thinking about what you said. About Sovereign manipulating me. About indoctrination. The doubts began to eat away at me. Sovereign sensed my hesitation. I was implanted to strengthen my resolve. Now my doubts are gone. I believe in Sovereign completely. I understand that the Reapers need organics. Join us, and Sovereign will find a place for you, too.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. Burst snipers are better than AR snipers. Yeah, I'll buy in that.
Sovereign's controlling you through your implants. Don't you see that?
The relationship is symbiotic. Organic and machine intertwined. A union of flesh and steel. The strengths of both, the weaknesses of neither. I am a vision of the future, Shepard. The evolution of all organic life. This is our destiny. Join Sovereign and experience a true rebirth.
Now, I don't know how much you've played of this game. I particularly am not a fan of Mass Effect 3 and the ending. But playing through this again, you kind of now see that they were kind of hinting at that here with Saren. Which, can't blame them if they had this planned out and that's the direction that they were going, but it still was not, well, let's say, well executed.
Sovereign hasn't won yet. I can stop it from taking control of the station. Step aside and the invasion will never happen.
We can't stop it. Not forever. You saw the visions. You saw what happened to the Protheans. The Reapers are too powerful.
Some part of you must still realize this is wrong. You can fight this.
Maybe you're right. Maybe there is still a chance for... The implants. Sovereign is too strong. I'm sorry. It is too late for me.
It's not over yet. You can still redeem yourself.
Goodbye, Shepard. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, good. I don't want to talk too much, like, in case you haven't or spoiled something, or if somebody ends up watching this later and they're like, hey, I have too many things. Trying to manage spoilers for certain things is always a problem, but
Vigil's data file worked. I've got control of all systems.
Quick! Open the station's arms! Maybe the fleet can take Sovereign down before he regains control of the station.
See if you can open a communications channel.
The Destiny Ascension. Main drives offline. Kinetic barriers down 40%. The Council is on board. I repeat, the Council is on board.
Normandy to the Citadel. Normandy to the Citadel. Please tell me that's you, Commander.
I'm here, Joker.
We caught that distress call, Commander. I'm sitting here in the Honduras sector with the entire Arcturus fleet. We can save the Ascension. Just unlock the relays around the Citadel and we'll send the cavalry in.
You'd sacrifice human lives to save the Council? What have they ever done for your kind?
This is bigger than humanity. Sovereign's a threat to every organic species in the galaxy.
That's why you can't throw away reinforcements trying to save the Council. Hold them back until the Citadel arms open up and the human fleet can go after Sovereign.
What's the order, Commander? Come in now to save the Ascension, or hold back?
Opening the relays now, Joker. We need to save the Ascension, no matter what the cost.
I hope the Council appreciates this.
They won't.
Alliance ships, move in. Save the Destiny Ascension.
Politically, that's the right move because if you save the leaders
Commander, we're picking up reinforcements.
of other
It's the
species, they'll be more
Alliance.
willing to
Thank the
cooperate.
goddess.
Destiny Ascension, you are all clear. Repeat, you are all clear.
Yeah,
The
his
Citadel's opening. All ships move in. Concentrate on Sovereign.
Make sure he's dead.
also a smart move. Yeah, no, he was definitely part of the system.
He's dead.
Oh no, I fell down. Yeah, and then you've got the indoctrination that Saren was under for sure. And his only vile act was his taking his own life. But then you've got the oh, it is? Okay, I'm playing the Legendary Edition now, so this is my first time in the Legendary Edition. So yeah. If his fight's better, then awesome. But no, we got the, what is it? The indoctrination theory of the whole series. Can I hurt him with this kind of stuff? I can't remember. Oh. Ah, stop moving. Ah, stuck on a bower. Yeah. Something to do while we wait for this to come back. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of it either, because then it kind of takes away the whole, point of your character and his agency and all that. It's like, it's not as much fun. I mean, it's fun to talk about, but for it to actually be legit is a big no-no in storytelling.
Sovereign's too strong. We have to pull back. Negative. This is our only chance. Take that monster down no matter what the cost.
Ah! He's focusing more on me now. It's so fun. To make this fight a tad more difficult, he should have bounced around the combat area more in like a 360 rather than just back and forth across a 2D plane. He should have been like behind me, in front of me, to the left of me, to the right of me. It would have been a little bit more engaging. Ugh.
Its shields are down. Now's our chance.
Hit it with everything we got.
Hard on my flank. We're going in.
Go!
Yeah. Yeah, it was the safest spot. When you realize, like, oh yeah, I just find this one spot and then just rotate left, rotate right, pew pew.
Captain Anderson, we found them. They're in here.
Take it easy. It's over. You're safe now. Where's the commander?
bet the Mass Effect series they're coming out with isn't going to be centered around the games at all.
Ambassador, Captain, Commander Shepard, we have gathered here to recognize the enormous contributions of the Alliance forces in the war against Sovereign and the Geth.
Many humans lost their lives in the battle to save the Citadel. Brave and courageous soldiers who willingly gave their lives so that we, the Council, might live.
There is no greater sacrifice, and we share your grief over the tragic loss of so many noble men and women.
The Council also owes you a great personal debt, Commander, one we can never repay. You saved not just our lives, but the lives of billions from Sovereign and the Reapers.
Commander Shepard, your heroic and selfless actions serve as a symbol of everything humanity and the Alliance stand for.
And though we cannot bring back those valiant soldiers who gave their lives to save ours, we can honor their memories through our actions.
Humanity has shown it is ready to stand as a defender and protector of the galaxy. You have proved you are worthy to join our ranks and serve beside us on the Citadel Council.
Counselor, on behalf of humanity and the Alliance, we thank you for this prestigious honor and humbly accept.
We will need a list of potential candidates to fill humanity's seat on the Council.
Given all that has happened, I am sure your recommendation will carry a great deal of weight, Commander. Do you support any particular candidate?
Yeah, the Amazon series. Yeah. From what I've been hearing, it's not going to take place with the games, or at least any of the characters in the games. They're going to have their own characters. But taking place, I guess, somewhere around the same time, from what I've heard. I don't know how legit that is, but I'm a storyteller and a creator, and I wanted to get into Hollywood and do all that stuff, mainly because I would actually tell good stories. But I'd also do good adaptations as well, because I actually care about the product and the IP and all that. So like the Mass Effect thing, I actually had a fun idea for the Mass Effect. What you would do is you would have, I'm not going to do the 8-episode trend that they've been doing since Stranger Things. I think kind of set the standard for that, and people are like, oh, we're going to do that now. I'm like, no, 8 episodes is terrible. I'd get away with as much as I could, right? So if I'd do 24 preferably, and the old standard serialization that they had before. If not, I'd shoot for 12 episodes. But what I would do is I would rotate every other episode, going between male Paragon Shepherd and female Renegade Shepherd. But they wouldn't, the male Shepherd would be Shepherd, and then the female Shepherd would be like, Johansson or something, or some other person, but still takes the same place for the female version of Shepard. And you'd have them go through and interact differently in the galaxy. And everything that one person does would influence how the other one works. And so, and then you'd split it, right? So like you'd give Pharos to male Shep, and then you'd give, oh crap, what was the exogeny cold planet one? Navaria. You give Navaria to FemShep, and then, they'd interact with the galaxy differently and influence the way that it panned out, which I think would be a lot better, because then we'd still get the core basis of the game. We'd get both the Paragon and the Renegade options and see how they both interact with one another. And that's not something that's been done before, as far as I'm aware, so... yes. You get a director that cares, The Lord of the Rings. You get one that doesn't care, Avatar, The Last Airbender. I will say, though, for as much as Jackson did care about The Lord of the Rings, there were certain aspects of it that I wish that he did differently in the books through the adaptation instead of what we got. Certain things that just would have made it feel a little more attached to the book as opposed to his own personal beliefs or preferences. Like he really loves elves, and he makes elves to be like superheroes, even though they're not. So having, elves show up at the Battle of Helm's Deep didn't make any sense. It's like, well, okay. But then you get people like M. Night doing Avatar: The Last Airbender is like, well, my kids like the cartoon, so I made the movie for them. It's like, yeah, but you didn't watch it. You didn't do any of the writing. Like, you didn't care about making it. And then, and apparently, I haven't seen the Netflix adaptation either, but from what I hear, season 2 is terrible, and people are blasting it from how bad it is. And I've seen clips of like the Toph versus the Boulder fight, and I'm like, wait, seriously? This is awful. I don't know if it's Last Airbender movie awful, but it still didn't look very good.
We need someone with the courage to stand up for what he believes in. Someone like Captain Anderson.
Him? You must be joking. Anderson prefers to let his fists do the talking.
Only with you, Ambassador. Only with you.
Are you sure about this, Commander? The captain's a soldier, not a politician.
We've already got too many politicians on the Citadel. The captain would be perfect for this job.
I think it's an inspired choice. The Council would welcome him with open arms, should he accept.
I'm honored, Counselor. As humanity's representative, I'll do everything in my power to help the Council rebuild.
Sovereign's defeat marks the beginning of a new era for both humanity and the Council.
Yeah, I never had any desire to watch it because I knew that they weren't going to do a good job. But you see clips every now and then, and there's the argument that some people will say, don't judge the movie if you haven't seen it, because they'll put out trailers for the movie, and people will judge the movie based on the trailers. And they'll be like, well, you can't do that because it's not fair to what the movie actually might be. It's like, well, no, that's what the trailers are for. The whole point of the trailer is to judge the movie to determine whether you want to go see it or not. So yeah, there's a little bit of judgment that can come through that. But we're seeing more and more that the trailers are bad, and which leads to the movies being bad. And then some movies don't even get trailers, and they turn out to be pretty good. Oh, yeah, no, for sure. I'm not saying Jackson didn't do a good job or that his adaptation wasn't good for both the casual moviegoers and the book. I'm just saying there are a couple aspects that rub me the wrong way, particularly, I think, in the extended edition. I think that's where it kind of left a sour taste in my mouth, because you had something like in the third movie where Gandalf and the Witch King are standing off, against one another, and he has the Witch King kind of, backhand Gandalf and break his staff and do all the whatever nonsense. That bothers me because I'm like, that didn't happen in the book. It was kind of the opposite. The Witch King did not dare step towards Gandalf, and then the sun started coming up and he had to leave because he was just like, he knew he was that strong of a threat. That I liked that a little bit better, that standoff, instead of, we're going to make Gandalf be a punk and the Witch King. Yeah, it's just, this is like little things like that was like, come on, man. And I think it particularly speaks loudly from what I'm talking about. The Lord of the Rings, it's harder to find, though, because they're fewer and far between. But with The Hobbit, I think you can kind of look at that and be like, oh, okay. No, I understand what you're talking about.
Sovereign was only a vanguard. The Reaper fleet is still coming. Hundreds of ships, maybe thousands. And I'm gonna find some way to stop them.
Shepard's right. Humanity is ready to do its part. United with the rest of the Council, we have the strength to overcome any challenge. When the Reapers come, we must stand side by side. We must fight against them as one. And together, we will drive them back into dark space.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I remember hearing somebody talk about that particularly. They were saying that their daughter had read the books, and then when they went to go see the movies, they're like, what did they do to Gimli? It's like, yeah, they really ruined that aspect of him. So it's unfortunate. Again, I think that aspect probably because Jackson liked elves a lot more than everybody else, so he made everyone else look dumb or weaker in comparison, and particularly picked on Gimli because of that. Yay, I did it! I thought that the Isla section was longer than I remembered. Or it was, I remember it being longer. Yeah. That's how words work. All right, now we're moving on to Mass Effect 2. This is gonna be fun. Oh, no, hey, not a problem, Lizard. I do this more like for fun. Just, I hop on every now and then and just play through stuff. Mostly the streaming part and the video uploads on YouTube just for like fun. I have no expectations that I'm going to be like this big, huge, grand streamer, although it would be really cool if I could play games for a living, but I work, and this is more just like a hobby for fun. But having, you know, people coming in, we can basically talk like we have been. I love that. That's what I want more than anything, is just to meet people, talk about interesting, you know, opinions or thoughts on products and IPs that we love. So I'm glad you stopped by and you contributed to that. You had some good insight on I'm hungry. I gotta wait till the after credit scene before I hop off, but I'll be hopping off, and I think we'll probably make a sandwich. Still got some cheese I need to eat. Is this usually your type of I guess genre? Your type of gameplay? Action shooters, third-person shooters, role-playing games, strategy, tactics. What do you generally float in? What is today? Today's Tuesday. Okay. Yeah, third person I think is good. It feels a little less disorienting than first person sometimes. So I'm guessing you probably have done other games like Dark Souls or Elden Ring, Bloodborne, that type of thing. Because I've really enjoyed that series. It's kind of rough. I can recommend a lot of like old school games, like a lot of 90s and some early 2000s that are fantastic. Not all third person, but you know, generally just good games in general. Newer games has been harder. Like I haven't been able to get in. I think the last game that I played that's like really good that got me into gaming again and hope that we can still put out some good games is Expedition 33. Like that one was fantastic. I love that one. The most new recent one I played before that, I did a little bit of Marvel Rivals with a friend. I did a little bit of Helldivers. And those were fine as far as like cooperative multiplayer go. The single player, like, what was it? It was Kingdom Hearts 3. That game broke me so bad. I liked Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, but then 3 was just like, oh my gosh, what the... because there's just like, I don't know, the hack and slash games have always been hard for me to get into. Okay. Yeah, Dark Souls, for what it was advertised as being a very difficult game, is true. It is difficult, but it's challenging. I would say more. And you should go into it expecting that you are going to die. Like, it's just going to happen. But you get used to it, and it feels very old school mechanics in the way of like the older games of Sonic and Mario, where you'd go through it, and this is generally easier, but when you died, and you kind of learned and you adapted. And that's what a lot of the Dark Souls series are like, is it's hard, but you adapt and you overcome, and it's satisfying, right? Because you spend an hour fighting this boss and finally you beat him, you're like, yes! If you were to jump into that, I would say start with Elden Ring first, because that one is easier than the Dark Souls, and then you can jump into like Dark Souls or Bloodborne. And then they got a couple third-party ones that are also pretty good. Liza P apparently is really good. I haven't played that one yet. Oh yeah, Baldur's Gate. I remember playing Baldur's Gate 2. I haven't played the new one because Baldur's Gate 3, they were mostly advertising, and when I saw a lot of the advertising and clips from people playing, it was a lot of the romance and the sex stuff, and I'm sitting there like, I don't want to do that. I want to play D&D. And so maybe I'll get around to playing it at some point, but it just kind of turned me off at the beginning, because I was like, oh, you can turn into a bear and then have sex with an Iliad. I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't even want that to be an option. Yeah. And I'm sure it's a fun game. I've heard a lot of good stuff about it, but I don't know. Like, just a little bit of the romance, kind of like in Mass Effect, the romance was fine. Like, it wasn't overshadowing, and I only had like a little bit of fan service. And same with like Expedition 33. Like, there's a little bit of romance there. You build the relationship with the characters a little bit to make them stronger in game, so it kind of encourages you to do it. But it wasn't gratuitous or too overt. You know, and there are some games where that is, you know, better for the theme of the game, like God of War, or I think Devil May Cry had some of that stuff, or Bayonetta. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But those fit better in the world of the game, so it made more sense to like see it and interact with it a little bit more. But it's not something generally with like Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, that's weird. It's not a dating sim. I don't know why they would go into that with that aspect. I was disappointed that they didn't carry through with any of the stuff. Like, you couldn't go with Liara through Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. And so it's just like each game had its own individual contained romance that you'd pursue. And I'm like, if you put that option in there and you make the game continuous based on what you did in the previous game, then you should be able to continue those relationships at least. And I was upset with Mass Effect 2, Miranda not being included in Mass Effect 3, because I've been a Yvonne Strahovski fan since 2007 when I first saw her in Chuck. She was my celebrity crush. So I was like, oh, cool, she's in the game? And then not getting her in 3 was like, oh. Did the music? Oh, like they only had one end credits song? Sitting here in silence is a little awkward. Very special thanks to our families and friends whose patience and support helped us reach for the stars. Oh, that's nice. All right, end credit scene. What? Where's the end credits? No, I haven't heard about the sex game backlash when this came out. I'm not sure what that is entailing. Hang on, I gotta find out what's going on here. Or am I thinking that the end credit scene for here took place? Ah! I might be thinking wrong. I think that what would have been the end credits here is actually the beginning of Mass Effect 2. Now that I think about it, because it didn't leave it on a cliffhanger. That's right. I got my ending and my beginning mixed up. Okay. Yeah. No, I did. Just like I said, it's been a long time since I played these games, so that's probably what I was thinking. The beginning of Mass Effect 2 is at the beginning of Mass Effect 2. It seems like it would be a cliffhanger for Mass Effect 1. Yeah, my bad. But yeah, no, I don't know what you're referring to with the backlash stuff. The only ones that I'm aware of in that genre are the classic, like, Leisure Suit Larrys, where you tried to hook up with chicks, and then the actual one that I saw the Game Grumps play, which was a house party. Those are the only games of those types that I'm aware of that, I don't know. Got it. Okay. Yeah, I can Google it in a bit. I'm not... Oh, these could have been easy to do. I'm not much of a completionist, so I don't see myself doing these ever. Oh, that one I might do, because that sounds like that'd be fun. 2 games Insanity. Okay, yeah, I might do that on a Renegade playthrough. Make Insanity. That could be fun. With the same character. Yeah, that's gonna be easy. Yeah, first playthrough with the Legendary Edition. Oh no, don't need to do that again. There we go. Now we got some music back. Less awkward. Oh, and just stretch. Oh. Yeah, probably. I haven't played the old one compared to the legendary version back to back or close enough that I can remember, but I will take your word for it. Okay, it is food time. So I'm gonna hop off and go get some food to eat. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I would hope that they would have put all the DLC in with the Legendary Edition. That only makes sense. This was back before they started doing stupid cash grabs with video games, being like, oh, we're going to charge $20 for a DLC. We're going to charge $40 for a DLC after, which should have been included in the main game to begin with. Quote unquote, Destiny. This stupid game. Epitome of false advertising. All right. Well, I'll be back on Thursday. If you're in the neighborhood, feel free to swing by and say hello. All right. Sounds good, Lizard. We'll catch you later, man. Peace.